What up, y'all? This is Tracy from Nerd Squish, and today we're going to talk about Dark Universe, the new spooky land coming to Epic Universe. This is long-awaited announcement and information. We gotta celebrate. Okay, oh, that kind of got a little all over the place. Oh yeah. Universal has finally revealed all the details for Dark Universe, one of the 5 immersive lands that will be featured in Epic Universe that will be opening in 2025. And oh my god, did I watch this video and get emotional? Maybe. Now, I knew that this land was going to be cool, but hearing all the extravagant details for each and every attraction has only made me more hype, and I am so excited I could scream. So in today's video, I want to talk about all the details and nerd out with y'all. But before we get into those details, if you're a returning viewer, hey, how you doing? Welcome back. And if you're new here, this is Nerd Squish, where we take everything spooky and we take everything nerdy and we squish it all together. So if you like Universal monsters, Halloween, and pop culture, definitely hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos from us in the future. All right, I need another sip of my Jack Daniel's tea, because this is gonna be long-winded, y'all. There is a lot to nerd out about today. So the Universal monsters are finally getting the respect that they deserve in the Universal parks, and it's about damn time. The very first time that I visited the park, which I think was 2016, I was searching all over the place for anything monsters, and well, there wasn't a lot. Sure, you had the Monster Cafe, you had the horror makeup show, but it wasn't enough. The classic monsters are what made Universal, Universal. So it hurt my heart to see them not properly represented in the parks. And I think a big part of that was just the age of these films. You know, you have these films that are over 100 years old, so the kids don't care. You know what I'm saying? They clearly want Minions and Transformers, which maybe that's why I don't like kids. I'm just kidding. Maybe. And I respect that decision, because at the end of the day, you're there to make money. And when you're competing with Disney, you need like the newest, most popular things so kids can see that and beg their parents to bring them to this park. And clearly, dusty old Frankenstein wasn't going to do the trick. And even though the Universal monsters have been featured at the Halloween Horror Nights event, it seems like in the last couple of years, they have been, you know, a staple in the event, and their popularity has only grown. And I think Universal saw that and they were like, huh, wait a minute, they do like the monsters. We can make money off of this. And thus, the Dark Universe was born. So this will be a part of the new park that Universal has opening next year in 2025 called Epic Universe. And Dark Universe, this monster land, is one of 5 worlds that you will be immersed into when you go into this park. Now, all of these individual lands, you enter through a portal. And maybe this is just a biased opinion, but the portal to the Dark Universe land, it is the best one. As you're about to enter this spooky land filled with classic monsters and unearthly legends, you see this portal that's got this huge spire on top of it. And if you notice, it's electrifying, okay? It's sparking, it's going wild. So you see this electricity pulsating through the entire land, through all the buildings, connecting this immersive world. Now, when I first watched this walkthrough, this flyover of this land, of this village that they've built for the monsters, I was overwhelmed with just taking all these details in. One super interesting thing about the video that came with the announcement of this land is that they said this will incorporate all movies and versions of these monsters. So not only Are we being inspired by and thrown into the worlds of these black and white movies that were made from like the 1930s to the 1950s, but also the modern retellings that we've had in recent years? The video showed 6 different rides, attractions, and restaurants that we will find in this land. So let's get into these juicy details. The first thing they mention is the monster meet and greet. So with this, we're gonna be able to meet and greet, hang out with, and take pictures with the monsters, much like you see at Universal Hollywood. We'll also see some characters that we're maybe not so familiar with. Besides Frankenstein's monster and his bride that appeared in the video, the website says you will encounter Igor, the Invisible Man, monster hunters, and musicians that will regale you with songs about the village. But what I want to know is, am I going to be able to meet and greet with the Wolfman? You know, I'm just trying to chase my dreams. Universal, work with me here. The second attraction that they have detailed in this video is a monster makeover. So with this, you'll be able to go to a little spooky salon and, you know, get some face paint and effects so you can walk through this spooky land, you know, with makeup as the Bride of Frankenstein, a zombie, a vampire, a werewolf. The possibilities are endless with this. Now, if you remember, Universal Studios recently had this at their Five and Dime store in the Hollywood area of the park. I think it was early January of this year. So I guess that was just a little sneak peek of what we have to come at this monster makeover in Dark Universe. The third place they mentioned in the video, and our first restaurant, is Das Steakhouse. Now this restaurant, the whole theme is that it is operated by familiars of vampires. So while you're having your meal, you very well could be scoped out by a vampire to be their familiar. And the thing that's most exciting about this is you can get a steak on a steak. The fourth attraction at Dark Universe and our very first big ride is Curse of the Werewolf. This spinning coaster follows the storyline of my personal favorite Universal monster movie, The Wolfman. This area has been taken over by the Guild of the Mystics, and they're led by Maliva, who is for some reason no longer a creepy old lady, but like young and hot. I don't know how that happened. But I am loving this design, and like, let's take a closer look. Do you see anything familiar? That's right, she's got the cane from the movie holstered. So for those of you that aren't familiar, that is the cane that Larry Talbot buys from Gwen and ultimately is the cause of his destruction. I absolutely love this little detail. Do I have an urge to cosplay this version of Maliva? Yes. Yes, I do. Do I intend to cosplay this and bring it to the Renaissance Festival? Also, yes. Yes, I do. So on this ride, Maliva delivers the news that you bear the curse of the werewolf. She shoves you onto a wagon and sends you out into the woods to escape a pack of werewolves. First off, let's talk about this little stage area that they're showing. This is a vibe. Hi, Maliva, where'd you get all these lanterns? Like, we need to go hit up Home Goods together because I want my house to look like this. And then you'll notice at one point you actually roll through this little building, and this is the home of the pack of the werewolves. So like, you roll through and one's trying to reach out and get you. A fast fact from the website states that this coaster tears through the dark forest at 37 miles per hour for over 2 minutes. The fifth thing that they mention in this video and our other restaurant is the Burning Blade Tavern. In this tavern, you can drink and dine amongst the hounds, which is basically the monster hunters of this world. And the coolest part of this tavern, besides the fact that it looks like a damn vibe inside, is that outside we have the burning windmill from the Frankenstein movie that will actually just be burning every like hour or so. So take that, Gringotts Dragon. And the sixth thing mentioned in this video, the big main attraction that lies at the end of the village, is Monsters Unchained: The Frankenstein Experiment. On this ride, we will enter Frankenstein Manor, where we meet Victoria Frankenstein, the great-great-granddaughter of Henry Frankenstein. She is continuing the work of her ancestors and capturing all the Universal monsters in order to do experiments to control them. However, Dracula said, and he ends up leading a revolt of enraged monsters. Now, the Universal website states that we will see the Wolfman, the creature from the Black Lagoon, the Mummy, and more. Which kind of makes me wonder, are we actually going to see like every Universal monster on this ride? They've only listed the heavy hitters in this description. However, they added a fast fact for none other than the Phantom of the Opera. His organ will appear on the ride and features 14 individual flame points that shoot vertical flames over 3 feet in the air and dance in time with the organ music. Now, this ride is rumored to be a G2 robo coaster, although they really didn't elaborate or confirm this in the video. For those that aren't familiar, this second generation robo coaster is the same ride system that you have on Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. So the basic setup is a 4-seater KUKA robotic arm that runs along a 2-dimensional track throughout a show building. And the sneak peek that they showed us looks like the most beautifully extravagant thing that I have ever seen. And what gets me super excited is that the creative team said that they are using cutting edge technology on this ride and also using some of the most technologically advanced animated figures that they have ever seen in the park. And they claim it's one of the scariest rides that Universal has ever had. So those are all the details on the long-awaited Dark Universe that is coming to Epic Universe in 2025. And as excited as I was for Curse of the Werewolf, I honestly have to say, I think the thing that I'm most excited for is Monsters Unchained: The Frankenstein Experiment. A big part of this is I love the set design that we're gonna have here. And Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey is one of the most just immersive, cool rides that I've ever been on. So like taking that idea and putting it with monsters in my face, like, yes please, let's go. I am a little disappointed that it's not going to be a G3 robo coaster. Although, I guess at the end of the day, that's not actually confirmed. This is all just speculations and rumors. So, I don't know, maybe let's cross our fingers and hope for a G3, although I don't think that's what it's gonna be. I absolutely cannot wait to step into the shadowy world of the Universal Classic Monsters. I can't wait, and I'm trying to hang out with Wolfman, okay? I want to see his chest hair in person. What do you think about this announcement, and what is your favorite ride or attraction that was mentioned in the video? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so when new videos hit the channel, you'll be notified. And as always, thank y'all for watching, and I'll catch you nerds later. I don't know why that obnoxious laugh just started, and now it's how I end all the videos. Just go with it.